You're over 50. Every morning you pull on your compression socks before your feet even touch the floor. But most people skip a second habit that matters just as much. After dinner, legs up, socks off for 15 minutes. This isn't rare. It's happening to people who are already doing the right things. They walk, they stretch a little, and still by evening, their ankles feel tight. Their shoes fit differently than they did that morning. By the time most people notice, they've usually written it off as just part of getting older. It usually isn't. Today, I'm going to show you 4 movements that work with gravity and pressure, not against them. I'll also show you why the order matters. My name is Dr. Emma Johnson. This channel is dedicated to one thing. It helps people over 50 understand what the research actually says about their bodies in plain language. Today, I'm walking you through 4 movements for leg circulation. Stay with me through all 4. Number 2 takes under 2 minutes and needs 0 equipment. Researchers tested several ankle movements. This one beat them all for boosting blood flow. Number 4 is the one most people dismiss as not real exercise. But it changed circulation scores in a way walking alone didn't. Before we get into the 4 movements, I need to give you one concept. Because without it, nothing I'm about to say will fully make sense. I call it the drainage window. Your leg veins are always fighting 2 things at once: gravity pulling blood down and pressure building up from sitting or standing still. Blood can only drain back towards your heart when that pressure briefly drops low enough to let it move. I call that brief drop a drainage window. There isn't just one way to open one. Elevating your legs opens one. It removes gravity's pull entirely, without your muscles doing any work. Actively pumping your ankle opens one too, by squeezing the vein directly. Strengthening and stretching your calf opens a wider one over time. A stronger, looser muscle compresses the vein more completely with every step. Water opens one too, by pressing evenly on the outside of your leg, the whole time you're in it. Keep the drainage window in mind as we go through each movement. That's what each one is creating, just through a different door. Movement number 1, elevated rest. Let me tell you about Arturo, 66, retired warehouse supervisor, Albuquerque. Decades of standing on concrete floors left him with ankles that puffed up by mid-afternoon. Even on days he barely walked at all. Here's the catch. You'd think rest alone should be enough? You're off your feet, so blood should settle down. But sitting with your feet flat on the floor keeps them below heart level. Pressure keeps building, even while you're resting. The surprising part, it's not the resting that helps, it's the angle. Researchers used laser Doppler measurements in people with more advanced circulation problems. Raising the legs above heart level meaningfully improved their microcirculation. What to do? Lie down and prop your legs on cushions so your feet sit above your heart for 15 to 20 minutes, once or twice a day. Movement number 2, active ankle pumps. This is Sylvia, 61, retired travel agent, Denver. Years of long-haul flights left her with a habit of swollen ankles that outlasted any trip by days. Elevating the legs helps, but on its own, it's passive. It doesn't ask the muscle pump to do any actual work. Here's what trips people up. The direction of the movement matters more than most assume. Pulling the toes up produces a noticeably stronger effect than pointing them down. A Doppler ultrasound study by Cow and colleagues tested several ankle movements. Dorsiflexion, pulling the toes up toward the shin, produced the highest peak blood flow velocity of all of them. What to do? Sit upright with your feet flat on the floor. Pull your toes up towards your shin. Hold briefly, then release. 10 reps, a short rest, 3 rounds. Go ahead and try that now, actually. It only takes about 30 seconds. Drop a comment telling me if you felt that little pull higher up in your calf by the 3rd round. I want to know how many of you notice it. Movement number 3, standing, calf raise, and stretch. This is Joan, 59, church choir director, Portland. Years of standing to lead rehearsals left her calves feeling permanently tight, especially by the end of a long service. Here's where most people get it wrong. They treat strengthening and stretching as 2 separate goals. But a tight, shortened calf muscle can't fully squeeze the vein running through it, no matter how strong it is. The 2 movements depend on each other. Here's the twist. Doing them back to back in the same rep works better than either done alone. A randomized trial by Padberg and colleagues showed that a structured calf strengthening program improved venous pump function tracked by air plethysmography in people with circulation problems. What to do? Stand on a step's edge, rise onto your toes, then lower your heel below the step until you feel a stretch. Hold 2 seconds at the bottom. 10 reps, 3 rounds. Movement number 4, water walking. This is Melvin, 71, retired high school teacher, Charlotte. His knees made regular walks uncomfortable, so he'd mostly given up on daily movement altogether, which only made his circulation worse. Land-based walking gets treated as the gold standard for circulation, so anything else can feel like a lesser substitute. But water applies steady, even pressure around your entire leg the whole time you're moving through it. Something walking on land can't replicate. Here's the surprising part. A randomized trial found that people who added this saw real, measurable improvement, while the group that didn't stayed about the same. That trial had patients walk in a pool for 15 minutes, 3 times a week. Within 3 months, their circulation scores improved significantly. What to do? Walk in a pool for 15 minutes, a few times a week. Aim for at least waist-deep water. A public pool or even a lake will do. I promised you something you can use, so here it is, in order. Step 1. Elevate your legs above heart level for 15 to 20 minutes, once or twice daily. Step 2. 10 active ankle pumps, pulling toes up toward your shin. Rest 3 rounds. Step 3. 10 calf raises with a stretch at the bottom. 3 rounds, standing on a step. Step 4. Walk in a pool for 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, if you have access to one. This tells you exactly how to open more drainage windows across your week. 1 passive, 1 active, 1 that builds strength over time, and 1 that uses water instead of muscle at all. None of these 4 movements ask you to push through pain. Some ask you to do almost nothing, just in the right position, for the right amount of time. If your legs have worked hard for you your whole life, giving them a real chance to drain is a fair thing to offer back.